Hi, how's it going? I'm TJ Jameson here at the Artists League here in St. Louis Park, getting ready to move the canvas, as you can see, for the Shoebox Gallery at Chicago and East Lake Street in Minneapolis. And here, is close to the finished product of the mural. And I'd also like to say thank you to Edward and people at Artists League for allotting me the time and space, paint and canvas to do this. It is, and this is kind of a lot of the. Should I just say what else is like? This is just the key, some of the key staples within that neighborhood. Of course, here's Midtown Exchange, Robert Shoes, Chicago Lake Liquors. Here's kind of the things with the symbol for me by way of vehicles. With the color red bus in the green store versus the red on the liquor store and the lime green taxi. To here's where it starts, like one of the first vantage points. So an actual graffiti mural too, the good in the hood. I figured that was the part of that, and then ends with Chicago Lake Liquors. Here's the transit. There's the signage indicating where you are. The transit and bus stop, the old red GMC, conversion transit bus. So kind of a timeless kind of Mod Podge of past and present of the neighborhood too. Here I am on the way to the Shoebox Gallery to install, and we're over. Right through here? Thank you. Through here? Oh, through here?
Yeah.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, here we are at the entrance to the Shoebox Gallery.
We're sorry not to have any footage of the dramatic installation, but here we are with TJ in what is the Shoebox Gallery, 2 feet wide. How do you like the Shoebox so far?
I like it. I mean, it's only room for one piece, but it's pretty cool. It's what, 2 by 11, you said? Here we go.
That's not too bad. Oh yeah, I guess it's not too bad.
No.
Play a little bit.
Oh, he's gonna play a little for us too. So.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I'm gonna do background music apparently. I'll put the mute on. So.
Oh, speaking of, if you're talking about Jim Jarmusch, you remember the violin opens Stranger Than Paradise, the first of the 4 chapters, The New World. You remember?
Oh yeah, nice.
That kind of fits too.
Now it's like a multi. What do you call it? Something
like multimedia kind of.
Multimedia.
Yeah. Fill it all in, all the white space.
Yep, we're gonna do the sky. So we're gonna they'd be standing in the space, kind of working on the sky. Yep, on a little bit of the what do you call it, like the negative space.
You're gonna be in there doing it.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a tight spot, but I'll just be just right there, kind of working right away. But oh, they were even yesterday, as we were installing it, people were walking by. And really, I think it also fits all the people coming around now, just the work and breathing and energy of a city itself. So it's like, I think it's almost like communal, like it was intended, communal, collective, living kind of.
I gotta have them for my wife, so I can.
Come on over. Yep. Be part of the happening, as they say.
What else are you going to include in the mural?
Definitely a little more detail on the masonry work on Midtown. Make the Midtown part kind of stand out a little more with the signage. And definitely the smaller details on the building. The 2 little Art Deco lamps right above where you see Robert's Shoes. Especially, maybe even more smoke coming out of the tailpipe of the old taxi cab.
You sneak a little Sears in there somewhere?
Oh, absolutely. I was going to put something either like Lee overalls or something too to deal with, and have what the thing they have the plaque where it says Sears and Roebuck and have the years to what, to I think it was 1929 to 91 estimations that they had the Sears store there.
Yeah.
And back, you know, the days of red buses, because those are kind of still the iconic symbols of Minneapolis. In the old days, you know, like just how the color balance of red bus and the lime green taxi, especially.
Maybe a ghost of a streetcar?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The remnants of the rails. I was thinking underneath where the pavement is, layers and layers of what was. Because even I was just on the other side of Uptown a few weeks ago, and I saw they were tearing stuff away. You saw like the remnants of the rails and cobblestone. So that definitely the whole story of the trolley cars here too is that.
Will you work some crows into the sky?
Oh, that could work.
Oh yeah, we got huge murders of crows around here.
Oh.
It's massive.
I like that.
Hawks that hang out.
Yeah.
The hawk would be kind of cool sitting somewhere. I don't know where, and that, something like that too. But I like that a herd of crows called a murder because that's the time you can legally yell out in a crowded square murder if there's a flock. I know I wouldn't do that because it's like kind of the goes back to the sociology as was my major. It was like, why don't you do that? Why don't you yell murder in a crowded square? Why don't you yell fire in a crowded theater? Just the little things like that. Yeah, why not?
Do you know the origin of Lake Street?
I do not.
It's a trail from the lakes. It's a native trail from the lakes to the river.
Oh, cool.
That then the pioneers followed.
All the way from Lake Minnetonka, right?
Yeah, I think it went straight on out to the lakes.
Or farther, yeah.
Yeah, because that was also the end of the
that's
stop
the
for the
way to
rail
the
cars
lake,
that
Lake
led up the
Street.
cars. That makes sense. Because out toward Lake Minnetonka, there's Lake Street Extension and other stuff. So that's probably like just going toward the path that makes sense now.
I like that the streetcar could be surfacing like a whale, you know.
It's something. There's other related stuff buried at the bottom of the lake. It could, again, coming up from the ground as if like back in the day.
prehistoric.
Or something like that, or like a ghost of it kind of coming up from the. But even going up the stairs, it makes me think of like the illustration that Tom Waits would talk about, just the stairwell going up to the apartment. I don't know, it just makes me think of it.
Oh,
brings me
yeah.
back to
Well, you can have the stairs going up through the
but
behind
the stairs going into the space along the side, and then the view out the door. It makes me think of this area in the streetcar days, something like Tom Waits would think about of the era, indicative of what just hear the sparks and see from the street level, just kind of feel the energy of that area. Like that's what I can think of with that too. Like between closing time and Rain Dogs is kind of what I think of as far as Tom Waits, this neighborhood too, a little bit too.
Is he a big inspiration for you?
A little bit. He and I was talking with Jim Jarmusch, the filmmaker too, of just yeah.
Did you ever think of getting a songwriter to write a song about one of your pieces?
Absolutely, I have one right here. Possibly. Oh yeah, I've put lyrics down, but he tells me they're a little too dark though.
Really?
Yes, you did.
I said it's not dark enough.
Oh. All right.
Can you recite some?
No. I'm not very well versed as a performer. I'd be.
Okay.
No, I was just kidding. Where's the one? Oh, repetitive lines. But yeah, the magic marker does add a little bit of the color though. It is. And it's like this, the warping of the sidewalk and everything else too, just like every little layer. And Sean and I were discussing, because probably part of it also I'm going to do some work, like as it's in the space. Probably going to work on the sky, but I think even do the sky a little bit like
Are you going
this.
to keep working on it here?
A little bit, yep, while it's going on. Just with